All right, guys, welcome to our quick overview of your contact view for Agency Elephant. I'm going to walk you through where all these things are located, all the things in this drop-down list above that we lay out what's in your Agency Elephant contact view. So up on the top left, you'll notice we have the contact's name, email, and mobile number or phone number, whichever you're using. There's a big difference between mobile and phone, or mobile and landline. Mobile means it's a cell phone and we will text it. If you have mobile numbers listed in the landline slot, we will not even attempt to text that number, so make sure you're using the mobile option. Over here on the left, we'll start out with lead notes. This is how you add a note to an account that is time-stamped. The second area, let me scroll this down a little bit so you can see it. The second area is how to make a call. This is how to make an outbound call to the lead. Pops up on the bottom right. Next is how to send a text message. You can do that here and schedule it, or you can do that here and send a one-off message and include a GIF, etc. to that lead, and then you just hit that send button and it populates here. This is your entire conversation view or activity, all outbound calls, ringless voicemails, inbound calls, text messages, all those emails, all those kind of things. It's activities. And this is how you send an email here. You can pick templates. These are the tokens you can use to grab the lead's info if you don't want to type it in manually. Those are great for automations or drips when you're setting up stuff. This is how you send a ringless voicemail. You can record it now, or you can select a template that you already have pre-recorded. You can schedule it or send it now for any of these options here. You can always schedule it or send it now. Next, we have tasks. And depending upon whatever package you're on, these will be available to you or not. So if this doesn't apply to your package you currently have, just disregard. You can create tasks for specific leads, so it will notify you, send text messages or emails to notify you prior to that task needing to be completed. And then you have booking appointments on your calendar. If you have a calendar built out and you have the calendar available in your package, you'll simply select your calendar and pick the time for that lead, and they will get automated notifications for that appointment that you have already scheduled in your calendar. So that is that section here. This is the About Contact section, which just goes over whatever info for contact info you have in the profile. Lead information is all the information about where the source came from, what pipeline they're in currently, and what groups they're in. If you're not familiar with groups yet, please go to the group video. This discusses how drips are ran, how to segment prospects and customers correctly. Groups are very, very, very important in Agency Elephant. It's how you trigger drips. It is also how you sort people in your contact manager, which we'll go over on another video. Over to the right, you'll be able to see up at the top how many text messages you've had with the lead, how many emails and phone calls you've had with them, as well as your pipeline is here. This is how you move this lead or customer into a different pipeline, into different statuses. So if this person was sold, you can put them in sold bucket, etc. This is how you use your pipeline for Agency Elephant and how you put those people into different statuses. Next, you'll notice our attachments is how you add attachments to accounts, how you add invoices to accounts, and how you view upcoming appointments that you have with the lead, okay? That is how you edit this information, and that is how you also view certain things, your notes, your scripts, your tasks that you have coming up, emails, SMS conversations, and calls. That's how you do all of those. One important thing to know is if you schedule out an SMS, say in the future, to check in with them on something, and for whatever reason they reach out prior to that scheduled message that you have, you can always view your scheduled messages here, and you can always delete out those scheduled messages accordingly if you don't want to send those out anymore. So this is the contact view and how to use it and what is here. Feel free to rewind this or pause it or etc. and get more info from it as necessary. But if you need to view anything in this contact view, it should be self-explanatory. You have these are all your text message conversations from the last 30 days. If you need to view anything older than 30 days, you can always view them here. This shows you all your archived messages you've had with that lead, customer, prospect, whoever they are. This will show you all the archive stuff, okay? This is the walkthrough on the contact view. If you've got any questions or concerns, please post them on the Agency Elephant Facebook group. We have a ton of users that can always give you pointers. But this should be self-explanatory once you jump in here of how to do certain activities on the lead and send certain outbound messages, notifications, and view what's been sent in the past.